Alright, so today I'll be doing a Breaking Bad character tier list. Now, of course, this will include spoilers, so if you haven't watched it yet, then, I guess go watch the show first and then get back to the video. But, yeah, this is the most accurate list I could find. It does have, like, most of the characters in it, even very small ones. So, yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it, I guess. First of all, we have Andrea, I'm pretty sure. This was Jesse's second girlfriend, or I guess if you count Wendy, then the third. She was not that big of a character, but she was still pretty solid. I really like how her relation with Jesse began when he actually tried to sell her fucking meth in the beginning, but then he realized, damn, she has like a kid, and she's not doing super great in life, money wise, etc. So it was kind of a weird relationship, but I think it did start off pretty funny. I'm gonna put her in the A tier. She was a bit of a smaller character, as I already said, but still pretty solid. Now, Badger, alright, SS, bro, come on. Badger is a fucking legend, alright? Both Badger and Skinny Pete, and Combo as well, rest in peace, Combo. Those three friends, bro, they're fucking legendary. Seriously, like, and they're played so well, like, just idiot drug addicts. Just fucking perfect. And, like, Badger's first appearance as well, when it was just so funny with him like standing outside one of those shops. He was like a person working with like one of those signs. He was like flipping one of those signs around, standing in front of like a restaurant trying to get people in it or something. I'm not sure exactly. And then Badger and Jesse tried to cook meth together, and then that all went very, very wrong. So I really liked how that played out. So they got into an argument, right? And Jesse actually drove off and left him in the fucking desert. And then suddenly they were just friends again. They were cool again. I thought after that encounter they were gonna have like a long time beef, but no. So I mean, shout out to Badger for being a loyal friend, I suppose. Easily SS. Guy's fucking goated. All right, hello everyone. A quick interference right here. Just so you know, the next character is the car wash owner from the car wash, of course. I mixed him up with the vacuum cleaner man. So just ignore everything I say about that. I do correct myself later on though, but just so you know, I corrected my mistake. Right, the next guy is not the vacuum cleaner guy; it's the car wash owner, and I corrected later on. So just so you don't get confused, and let's continue, I guess. Now we have this man right here. I forgot his name, but he is the man that can make it disappear, right? The man that Saul recommended to Walter, and that Walter and Saul both used as well, and Jesse as well in the end in El Camino. This guy, honestly, bro, put him in the SS. I gotta respect him. This man is dedicated to his craft of making people disappear. He has his own little vacuum store business, and in El Camino as well. He was just really chill. Shout out to this guy for sure. He came in clutch for everyone there. Saul, Walter, and Jesse. I really like this character. Now next up we have Brock. Well, this is obviously Andrea's son, so placing him higher than her would be kind of nonsense. I don't know. He didn't talk that much, honestly. I thought he was a little bit annoying here and there, just because I don't know. His inclusion felt a little off at times, and the whole rising thing was insane though. Like when he got poisoned. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna put him in like in B, but a high B though. All right, a high B. And now we have this man right here. I don't know who this man is from. I think it was like an acquaintance of someone, but I'm not sure who exactly. Like maybe even a brother or something. I don't know. But this guy is a legend, right? I actually want to put him in S because his inclusions was pretty funny. He was only in the show for like a couple episodes. If you already forgot who this man is, he was the one that had like a sort of a place where you could like park your car, and Jesse used this to ditch the meth van. So he placed it there, and he kind of got into beef with this guy over money. Anyways, I don't really know the full story anymore, but this guy, I do remember he was a very funny side character. Now, Combo, alright, I'd love to put Combo in SS, but I just think he didn't have enough screen time for it, honestly. Like, he's a very, very high S, though. I will say that, alright? Obviously, this man is a legend, and if he had lived on longer, I feel like he would be on the same level as Skinny Pete and Badger, but unfortunately, he got shot, so, the recipes Combo, but definitely a very high S, alright? Shout out to him. Next up, we have the Salamanca brothers, the twins. Honestly, bro, SS, seriously. These twins were just genius characters, and the way that they went about and just never fucking talked. I don't. They did say a couple words, right? But most of the time they were just quiet. All their scenes were super intimidating, and when they tried to kill Hank, I feel like that was kind of weird. Just I don't know how they feel so bad. Like seriously, you have this fat ass Hank and then two of the fucking Salamanca twins, and they somehow lost. Like I don't know, it was pretty weird. And the most insane scene is probably in the hospital when he saw Walter White at the fucking glass window of like the hospital room that one of them was in, and he started getting out of his bed and crawling towards him. There was fucking blood all over the floor. Jeez, that was a really wild one. And next up, we have an employee at Los Polos Hermanos, and yeah, I mean, as I said, this is pretty irrelevant character, but I do remember her. And yeah, as I said, this list does feature a lot of well, not a lot, but a little bit of characters that are pretty irrelevant. Only showed up a couple times, but this is one of them. And I mean, yeah, I don't know. She was just a just a fucking employee at there, bro. Like she didn't really have anything special. And did I fuck up? I think I fucked up. Wait, I thought. Wait, who is this? Is this not the man from the shop? Hold up. Wait, who is this? I thought this. I got the characters mixed up, yo. I think this is the man that was the vacuum cleaner man. Wait, who is this now? Well, I do remember him, but I forgot who it is. Oh, so I just looked this up, and I totally got it mixed up, bro. This is the man that owned the fucking what's it called again? The car wash that Walt used to work at, and then purchased, of course. Yeah, this man is. I'll put him in S though. This man is very solid character as well. His inclusions were pretty funny. As I said, he's not that active in the show like many other characters, but whenever he did show up, he was pretty funny. I don't know though. I kind of actually want to move to A. Okay, he's not S. I'll put him in A though. Yeah, all right. I kind of got confused there. My apologies for that. It's been quite a while since I watched the show, right? I just got them mixed up. But next up we have I don't even know his name, but I know he's like the boss of Gus Fring basically, and the boss of Hector as well. Pretty sure. He's like the big guy, and I don't know. Put him in S. I think S is the correct place for him. I wouldn't put him in SS. We only saw him a couple times, but I mean, of course, this scene where Gus killed him was of course legendary, and this man has a lot of lore to him as well. I don't know if we get to see more of that in Better Call Saul, which I am currently watching, by the way. And if you don't know, Better Call Saul is kind of like a what do you even call that? Like not a sequel, but a prequel. It's like a prequel. So maybe we get to see more of his story as well, but I'm not sure. Either way, he's a very interesting guy, and of course, I mean, he owns the whole business, right? See, this guy is like the god of all, so I gotta respect him for that. Now, this one we have here, pretty sure this is Emilio. I'm not 100% sure, but like 99% sure. This is Emilio. Yeah, he was only there for like a couple, like literally like 3 episodes maybe, or even 2. I put him in A though. Alright, he was a pretty interesting guy, and he was Jesse's former partner, which is also you gotta respect that. The meth hustle with the chili powder, I guess they both used, and yeah, he was kind of a shorter character, but still worthy of an A slot for sure. Now we have Francesca, which is Saul's secretary, and this one is also pretty solid. She wasn't that active, but she did have her moments, especially in the later seasons, like last season, the later episodes. I feel like she had a little bit more screen time there, but yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one. She's pretty cool, I would say that, and of course she did help Saul quite a bit, right? I mean, without her, Saul wouldn't have been able to, run his business as successful. I feel like. I'm feeling an A on this, but yeah, alright. She's not quite S for me, but definitely a good A. Now we have Gil Bedecker, I think his full name is SS, right? I mean, come on. The Gil is like the sweetest fucking guy ever, and his death is like the saddest thing in the whole fucking Breaking Bad universe, bro. Like seriously, I can't believe it that he got killed. Like he's such a sweet guy. Him and Walter, they got along very well, but Walter had to pick Jesse over him, and that was just very upsetting. And this guy, he was so innocent, man, and even he had his own little coffee machine. And this guy is such a sweet soul, and he got killed. It's absolutely undeserved. Now we have this man right here. Put him in A. Just because he's not that big of a character. But he was in the police firm, of course, so he was like the head of the police office where Hank worked at, and he did have some significance in the show, but not a whole ton. So put him there. Now we have Steve Gomez. Okay, we'll put him in S, alright? Give him a little S. I like his partnership with Hank. I think they were both great officers and entertaining officers as well. So shout out to Gomez right there. Now we have I don't know, this image right here only shows like Elliot mainly, maybe with Gretchen a little bit in the corner here, but there's no other slot for Gretchen, I'm pretty sure. So we're just gonna take this as Gretchen and Elliot together. Pretty interesting characters, honestly, but I don't like them because they, of course, they ruined Walt's life a little bit with the whole gray matter thing. I don't know where I'd put them, honestly. It's kind of tough. I do like their inclusions, and especially in the later, in like the finale where they came back and then they dissed Walt on live TV, and then Walt came to their house and stuff. That was pretty funny. And Elliot, bro, this guy has massive ears. All right, it's kind of off topic, but I mean, I just have to point it out. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to put him in. All right, we'll put him in A. All right, like seriously, this show almost has no bad characters. Like seriously, bro. There's not a single bad character, right? I mean, some you can dislike for your own reasons, but you can't really call them bad characters. I feel like all of them are just like so perfectly executed, in my opinion, that I don't think we're gonna have anything below B, honestly. Anyways, Gus Fring, of course, the Los Polos Hermanos, the Chicken God. I don't know what people call him, but yeah, obviously a great guy. Well, I mean, I don't know if he's a great guy. He does kill a lot of people, but a great character, I will say. Very interesting guy as well. I really like how careful he was with his business, right? I mean, this guy was a real professional, but it's also kind of weird how he, how Walt basically ruined him, right? So there's no, I don't really get it. This guy had a very solid and very solid business, and he built it up over decades. And Walt just came in and just ruined it like that, like it was nothing. It's kind of weird how that all went down, but I do gotta respect his grind, Gus Fring, and rest in peace as well. He was a cool guy. Now moving on, we have Hank Schrader, of course, the one and only SS as well. This guy is a god tier character, but I will say that I didn't really like him that much towards the final season, just because he got in the way of Walt, right? Like I'm a Walt supporter here, all right. I wish he could have just kept cooking and took over the world with his meth, but Hank put a stop to that, unfortunately, and I did not really appreciate that. My whole family, I watched it together with my family, and they were all like, "Let's go, Hank, come on!" And I was like, "No, bro, come on, die already! Like seriously, just fucking die. Leave Walt alone." And yeah, I was cheering his death on whenever he was like on the ground. Like, come on, bro, shoot him! Come on. I'm pretty sure it was Jack, like the Uncle Jack. Yeah, Uncle Jack right here. Like I was like, come on, Uncle Jack, bro, just kill him already. And yeah, then he finally died, and Walt could just move on without getting arrested, which was great. But yeah, definitely SS character though. Shout out to Hank. And now we have Hector, which I'm also going to put on SS. Which, because of course, I mean, it's Hector. I mean, what else can I say? This guy is an absolute genius. He didn't say a single word throughout the whole show, except for in the flashbacks, of course. This man, he is paralyzed, sort of, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him. But, I mean, his bell is just genius, alright? Seriously. This man, with his fucking bell. Like, oh my god. It's just too funny. And whenever he, like, came to the office and, like, he tried to speak to Hank, and then he just said "suck my dick" to him in like whenever the employee at the elderly home, they like had that board and stuff, and he just said "suck my dick." And whenever he shit himself in office as well, like this guy is a real fucking drug dealer, I guess, drug lord. I don't know. He was in the business deep back in the days, but now not anymore. He's kind of retired due to his condition, I suppose. Not sure what happened there. But he still managed to pull off like the biggest W in like the whole fucking show. All right, like whenever he managed to kill Gus, right? Like with Walt's help, of course. But I feel like that was the biggest W in the show, considering their history. And yeah, just shout out to Hector, bro. Even in the wheelchair, with the fucking bell, he still managed to squeeze out the win in the end. Now we have the baby, right? I said that there wouldn't be anything below B probably, but I'm gonna put the baby in C. I do not like the baby at all. Like the inclusions of the baby were just vague as fuck and random. Like, there's like almost no reason for this baby to be here. Like it was it's just annoying. Like, and they left the baby out of the show for like quite a while as well. Like there was just a lot of time periods where we didn't see anything about the baby, and both Walt and Skyler were like doing things, and then the baby was just like, okay, where's the baby at, bro? And yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was a pretty useless character, in my opinion. It didn't really add a lot to the story for me. But I guess it was kind of useful for certain scenes, of course, like in the end when Walt literally kidnapped his own fucking kid out of the home, and that was kind of a wild scene. So I think that it was a necessary character, but they just didn't execute it like perfectly, right? So I feel like the baby was a little useless in my opinion. But anyways, we have Yule here. Ezra, I mean, come on, it's Yule. This guy is a genius. He's so funny, and he's literally the worst bodyguard of all time, right? No offense to Yule, but I mean, his bodyguard skills, trash. Absolute trash. I don't know why Saul hired him to be his bodyguard, but I mean, it was not great. Now we have Jack, I kind of hate him though, but I do have to respect him a little bit. I mean, in the end, he was the guy that, ruined Walt for a moment. The only man to be able to do that, I guess. I want to put him in S, but it's kind of tough, though. It's kind of tough. I don't know. Fuck it. We'll put him in. We'll put him in S, bro. I don't know. I guess he was S-worthy. Now we have Jane. Now this girl, she could have been S, maybe even SS, right? But we're gonna put her in like a low to decent A. And that's because she was really cool in the beginning when she got introduced, but then really not anymore, right? She really just became annoying whenever she started smoking and doing drugs again. And I mean, she already smoked. My bad. When she started doing drugs again, that's what I meant. She became like not a great person in my opinion. I don't know if what Jessie in her head was like really love or whatever, but in the end she kind of seemed like she was just with him for the money. So that was not cool. And yeah, she just became trash whenever she started using drugs again. Like seriously, she even got Jessie into heroin for a while, and then she died. Luckily, so that was seriously. I was very happy with her death. She became pretty annoying, as I already said multiple times. Anyways, now we have her dad. I'm gonna put this man in S, right? I gotta respect him and all that he's been through. He's been trying to help Jane out his whole life, and Jane just refused and then died. And then this man crashed the fucking plane above Albuquerque, and then he killed himself. So that was sad. Now we have Jesse. SS, I mean, it's Jesse, bro, of course. I mean, where else am I gonna put him? Like, seriously, SS, of course. One of the two main characters in this show, absolute legend, and yeah, I don't know, not much else to say about him, right? I mean, his character development was absolutely crazy over the seasons, and of course, I feel very, very bad for him. I feel very bad for him for what happened in the last season. And I'm glad that in El Camino he did finally get some sort of peace in his life. So next up we have Kaylee, which is Mike Ehrmantraut's granddaughter. Yeah, she was pretty cool, I guess. I mean, we didn't really see a lot of her, but she was just a sweet child. We'll put her in A, but like a higher A than Jane, though. All right, come on. Fuck Jane. All right, now Crazy 8, so we're gonna put him in SS. All right, I don't even care. This guy, he wasn't in it for that long. But he was in it longer than Emilio, of course. So, yeah. I mean, he was just a good character, right? And of course, he was sort of like a gateway into the business for what's the name for Walter and Jesse, right? I mean, he was like the first client, sort of, and then it all started going wrong already in the first fucking episode. And then the whole gas station scene, fucking crazy. And now how he stayed alive. And then when he was walking down the road, bro. And then Walt saw him, and that was just really fucking wild. And of course, all the basement things as well in the basement where Walt had to kill him. Oh man, he was just a really good character for the time that he was on. Now we have this man. I put him in S. He's not quite Yule level. While they do have similar jobs, I do like Yule way more. So, shout out to this man, of course, for also working for Saul and doing jobs and stuff, helping everyone out. Yeah, he's not quite Yule level for me, but he's still a legend, of course. Moving on, we have Lewis, which is kind of random. I didn't even know who this was, honestly, because Lewis only literally showed up like 3 times, and I totally forgot about him. So we just had this like picture here, and I was like, who is this? I researched for like 15 minutes, and I finally found it. Now, honestly, I put him in B, right? I mean, I don't know, maybe even C. I'll put him in C. Fuck Lewis. Seriously, this guy was kind of annoying. I mean, not really, but I know he's kind of a random character. Honestly, I don't really care that much for him. And he didn't want to stay over for dinner. Like one of his inclusions, he didn't want to stay over for dinner. I'm pretty sure. So maybe if he took that dinner offer, could have put him up to B, but no. And this girl right here, I forgot her name already, but she was insane, bro. She was literally crazy. I don't really like her that much, but I'll still put her in A though. She was a pretty necessary character, I guess you could call her, and she did help out a ton in the final season. I really did like her backstory as well, and how she was. Well, we didn't really get a backstory on her, but we know a little bit about where she came from. That's what I meant. So I really did like that. So she was working at the other business, so just another connection from Gus into for the business, right? She's a piece of the puzzle, and you can't just leave her out of it. Although she was a little crazy, I guess. Whatever. And now we have shit. Did I seriously forget her name, bro? What even is this? What is her name? Jesus, Marie is. I'm pretty sure it's Marie. Now, one thing I want to note with Marie, she wore so much purple. So in their whole house was purple almost. Like, what's up with that? Why is this woman obsessed with purple? It's kind of fucking crazy. Anyways, I'm kind of like a little torn on Marie here because I don't really know what to think of her. She did have her moments, but definitely did not like her in certain parts. Like she was pretty crazy whenever she shoplifted and then also like stole from people's homes. She had her wild moments, but you do have to respect her as a character, right? But I would not put her in S, right? I'm not that big of a Marie fan, just because she has some pretty weak moments in my opinion as a character. And also in the last season, she just got annoying as well with like the whole Walt thing. As I said, I was cheering Hank's death on because I didn't want them to catch Walt and all this stuff. And she was kind of helping Hank with that. But still, Hank is a legend, right? And Marie is just nuts. So that's why Hank gets the SS and Marie just gets the A. I do still think she's a good character, but she definitely has a lot of annoying moments. So that's that. Now we have this man right here. He was only on the show once, so I mean I can't really put him that high. We'll still put him in A though, right? Definitely higher than some of these characters right here. We'll put him like right here. You gotta respect him a little bit. Obviously he had only one moment, and that was his death as well. We had like one flashback where he was in, I'm pretty sure, and I mean he started up the business with Gus Fring apparently. So yeah, I gotta respect him for that. And there's not much else I can say about him except for rest in peace. Now we have Mike. SS, bro. I mean, it's Mike, bro. I mean, no further explanation needed. This man is an absolute legend, and I like how his character actually got introduced on accident, because apparently, I don't know the full story, but he got introduced when he had to clean up Jane's body, right? And he had to help Jesse, he didn't clean up the body, but he had to help Jesse with some stuff, like get his head straight, I guess, after Jane's death. I'm not sure, but the only reason he got included is because Saul. Right here is Saul. Saul, the actor, was actually doing two shows at the same time, I'm pretty sure, or like a movie while shooting Breaking Bad as well, and he couldn't make it to the set one day because he was just shooting another thing. And that's when they introduced Mike, I guess, to instead of Saul, they got Mike to help out with certain things, and I think that he's a really good character. Right? This guy's amazing, and the show wouldn't be the same without him. Seriously, I'm really glad that he somehow got included on accident. It was really a blessing, I suppose. Now we have Old Joe, I'm pretty sure his name is. Uncle Joe or Old Joe. I think it's Old Joe. We're just gonna call him Joe for short. He was only in it a couple times in the whole show, but we're gonna put him in SS still though. This guy's an absolute legend. He came in clutch like several times. Even in El Camino, he tried to help, and I really liked his inclusion there as well. But he couldn't help there unfortunately because the car was already tracked, of course. But yeah, he did definitely come in clutch in the series. Whenever he got rid of the van and all that stuff, yeah, he was a really cool guy. Shout out to Joe right there. Now we have Jesse's parents. These are kind of mid characters, honestly. Like they're, I mean, the characters itself, right? Like if we're talking about the show as a whole, none of these characters are really bad at all. But just from a personal opinion on the characters themselves, like the personalities and etc. I feel like they were kind of annoying. I should have just let Jesse Cooper out. Like seriously, they really hate Jesse for like no reason. Well, I don't know if they hate him really, but they're not happy with him. I feel like they should have just accepted him a little more, and maybe been a little bit nicer to him. I mean, even in the end, bro, they tried to fucking in El Camino, they tried to get him to get arrested, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I'll give him a B. All right, they're not that amazing of people. I feel like, but I do have to give him a shout out though, because they could have been worse parents. Now we have Saul Goodman, of course, easy SS. I mean, it's Saul, bro. Once again, I don't know what to tell you. It's Saul. That's all there is to it. This guy is absolutely a legend, of course. The best lawyer of all time. Maybe not. Your opinion could differ from mine, but I think he's definitely a top tier lawyer for sure. And how he gets some clients out of insane situations. Like seriously, how did he even help Jesse and Walt so much? Like the legal loopholes this man has, and the connections, of course. I mean, this man has so much connections in the industry, like the vacuum cleaner guy, and just all the bunch of random shit. Like the guy that sent the money to Walter Jr.'s like fundraise thing. He just has so much connections. And he's obviously a great fucking guy, and he always made time for Walter and Jesse, right? And his first appearance was so fucking funny when they went to him and then they literally kidnapped him, like bro, what the fuck? And they took him out to the desert, and then he could recognize Walter from his cough. Like seriously, what a dumbass fucking thing that was. But anyways, shout out to Saul Goodman, of course, definitely the best character. Well, not the best character, but one of the best characters in the show, top 5. Now we have Skinny Pete. I already said it with Badger. Easy SS. Come on. No question asked right there. Just a legend, of course. And a very loyal friend as well. And then definitely in El Camino, he came clutch as well. In the beginning, when he gave Jesse, whatever he needed to, get off safely in life, I guess. He even gave his own hat to Jesse. And a lot of money as well. So yeah, I mean, respect to Skinny Pete, of course, absolute genius character as well. Same as Badger, of course, so just a drug addict that was perfectly executed in my opinion, and just a very, very cool friend. Now we have Skylar. I put her in A. Same as Marie though. I don't really like her that much, bro. Like for the same reasons. Well, not the exact same reasons, of course. I mean, Skylar didn't shoplift anything or break into any homes, but she just had annoying moments, right? And especially in certain seasons. Like, she was cool for, the first 2, alright, but she's an idiot, though, because, Walt was doing this shit behind her back the whole time, and she didn't know anything, so I was, kind of bruh, come on, bro, seriously. She was kind of dumb, alright, and it was kind of annoying to watch her be so dumb, but then she became not dumb, and then she became even more annoying when she got really mad at Walter, and they, separated almost. Like, she really did some foul stuff, but in the end, I do have to give her the A, just because she was a pretty solid character, and, she did have strong moments as well. I really liked when they finally decided to, was it even? I don't even know how you say that, but when they decided to collaborate, I guess, with the gas station, Walt and Skyler, and she was actually in it as well, and in helping with the money laundering, all the stuff. But then in the end, she, I don't know why she was so mad at that Hank died. Like seriously, that was kind of dumb. She should have just stuck with Walt. But no, she decided to be an idiot. So fuck you, Skyler, for that. But you're still an A character, of course. Now we have Ted Beneke. Okay, we're gonna put him in C, alright? I don't like this guy at all. And no offense, alright? But this guy is an absolute idiot. Like I don't like him at all, bro. And I thought he was dead. Honestly, I thought he was dead. Whenever he hit his head, I thought he was dead. But no, he's just in the hospital, and hopefully he's paralyzed for life, right? Because I don't like this guy at all. He was seriously annoying. And you know, I mean, why does he even go with Skyler when Skyler's obviously like still like half married to Walt? I don't know. I just didn't like their whole relationship. And the fucking scene at work, the worst scene in Breaking Bad, right, is because of these two right here. All right, this fucking happy birthday singing. Like, why did he make her do that, bro? This guy is weird. He's seriously weird. And he was also doing illegal shit in his own business. So fuck him. Seriously, I don't like this man at all. Fuck Ted. And we're gonna go with Todd right here. The opposite, Ted and Todd. Todd, I put him in S, right? He's a pretty solid guy. He did have a lot of weird moments. But you know what I did like? I like when he shot that one kid. Alright, the one kid that pulled up out of nowhere and then he just shot him. And whenever they did the train heist, I like that moment a lot. So shout out to Todd for killing that little fella there, because I did not like that man at all. Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say about him. Of course, he was pretty, like mean to Jesse in a way, with the whole, holding captive thing. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's the only reason that Jesse's alive, right? Like, you gotta give him a little bit of credit for that. But he is also very weird, bro, because he was somehow into this woman right here, and he was like very obsessed with her. I don't know how, but I guess to each their own, right? But yeah, it was kind of a weird relationship between these two. But shout out to Todd for keeping Jesse alive. He did eventually die, of course. I mean, most people here died, but well, not most people, but a ton of people did die. But getting off track here. Todd is a pretty solid character, and that's all I have to say about him. Now we have this man right here. I think his name is Tomas. Yeah, I don't really like him that much. Put him in B. He's kind of a mid character. He was Andrea's brother, and he died. And he also killed Combo, by the way. So fuck him for that. This man killed Combo, and then he died himself. So that's all there is to it. I guess he was kind of a short character. Now we have this man right here. We'll put him in S. For those who don't know, this is the man that Hank went to in Mexico. When Hank got transferred over to the border, I think they went to this guy, and this guy eventually got killed as well. I mean, he was only in it for like one episode, right? But his head got cut off and placed on the turtle because this man's nickname was like Turtle. So, and then the turtle blew up. So, I put him in S because he was just a very funny guy for the one episode that he was in. But a pretty short-lived character. Now we have Tuco. Easy SS, bro. Like, come on. This man is absolutely insane. The scene where he killed his bodyguard, like one of his two bodyguards, was just the fucking wildest shit ever. And after that, Hank and Walt and Jesse were like, "Damn, bro, we gotta, we gotta fucking do something about this, because else we're gonna die as well." And of course, Hank killed him eventually, so that did end up good, I guess. But I don't know. I feel like he was a pretty solid guy. Tuco, I feel like he had a lot of potential if he just laid off the fucking meth. And whenever he snorted that shit, he went fucking crazy. Anyways, he was only in it for season 1, I'm pretty sure. So that's kind of sad as well. I would have loved to see more of him. But it is what it is. Now we have Tyrus. I'm pretty sure his name is. We'll put him in A, alright? He was a little quiet guy. I don't really like him that much. But he was still, a solid character, I suppose. He did help out quite a ton with Gus's business, of course, and all that sort of stuff. So shout out to Tyrus for that. Now we have Victor, of course, the person that was there before Tyrus. Tyrus sort of replaced him after he got killed by Gus, which is kind of savage. But yeah, shout out to Victor. Of course, he was a very good guy. Well, not a good guy. He also killed people and also did a lot of bad stuff. He was a good character, alright? I really liked him. And he even tried becoming the cook. Like, seriously. He was dedicated. He was very dedicated to his job for serving Gus. I really liked his dedication there. Now we have Walter Jr., of course, the god of breakfast. If you know, you know. Yeah, just all around a great character. And, he's just a very sweet soul as well. Just same with Gil, except Walter didn't die, luckily. Walter Jr., he's still alive. But I feel like he was a little bit disrespectful to his father in the later season, bro. Like, seriously. He whenever like Walter tried to call him to give money in the end, he got very mad, and I don't really like that. And he also called the cops on Walt, like bro, I don't like that at all. But what I do like is when he stood up for his father back when Skyler was divorcing him, like separating. He was like, "Call me Walter Jr. right now," because he wants to be called like fucking Flynn for like quite a while. But whenever Skyler wanted to separate from Walt, he was like, "I want to be Walter Jr. again." So I did like that. He had a lot of great moments, and ultimately he was obviously one of the best characters in the whole show. But in the end, right, he did get a little wild with Walter, kind of being disrespectful in my opinion. But I guess maybe it's understandable because of course Walter did kill people, and he even killed his own uncle. Walter Jr.'s uncle, Hank, dead because of Walt. At least that's what he thought, right? I never understood this part because Walter made it seem like he was the one that killed Hank when that is not what happened. Like, so it was Uncle Jack, and somehow he took the fucking like blame for it, and Walter Jr. blamed it on him as well, and there's just no reason for this at all. So I don't know. I thought that was kind of weird. But anyways, moving on. We have Walter himself, obviously SS. I mean, what the fuck is Walter? Bro? Come on, this man is the goat. All right, seriously, the meth goat. He was obviously the greatest meth producer of all time, probably. At least he really ruled the game there. And even as a teacher, he was pretty solid teacher as well. I feel like. And I really like the Heisenberg persona. I want to say that it's super goofy, but I do kind of like it. The whole Heisenberg shit. Like my favorite Heisenberg scene is whenever he tries to kill Gus. Right, he wants to go to Gus's house, and then he puts on his hat, and he's like all savage with it, as if the hat changes anything. He just becomes like all gangster whenever he puts on the hat and becomes Heisenberg, and then he gets the call like, "Go home." The show is hilarious, but yeah, I mean it's Walter, bro. There's nothing else to say. He destroyed his own life for the meth and then the money, and eventually he died. On his own terms, though. I guess he did die to a self-inflicted bullet, sort of, from his own machine, and he died in the meth lab, and that's just pure poetry right there. Anyways, last character here we have Wendy. For those unfamiliar or already forgot about her, this was Jesse's like first sort of girlfriend, I guess. She's a prostitute. And she's disgusting, right? She's disgusting, but I'll still put her in A though. She's pretty and I feel like she has a sweet soul, but she got mixed up with the drugs and the wrong people, and I feel bad for her. I can't help but feel bad for her. She had a really nasty scene. There was one episode where she was like the main character, sort of. Well, not the main character, but it was like a scene where we saw her day to day life. She was just literally sucking dick in a parking lot every fucking day for money to buy fucking drugs. And she had a pretty sad life, but she was sweet, so we gotta respect her for that somewhat at least. And yeah, I don't know, not much else to say here. I think this is my Breaking Bad character list. Let me know what y'all think of the characters. If you have any disagreements with me, or if you agree with everything I did, then shout out to you, of course, for having the same opinion. That's cool. And yeah, anyways, that's it. Just I'm done. A very great show. I'm sad that I finished it. I wish it would go on forever. But I am watching Better Call Saul right now, right? And I do drop videos on those per season. Like I go over the season a little bit and discuss my thoughts on it. And if you're interested in that, I suggest subscribing, I suppose, to see all that unfold. But also, I will make a Better Call Saul character tier list whenever I finish it, right? It's gonna be like the same thing, but then Better Call Saul only. And yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go now. Hope you enjoyed, and see ya.